Well, hello folks, welcome to episode 6 of this World Cup stories series where we're taking charge of England to try and take them to World Cup glory. We are to the quarter-final draw and we'll be playing Mexico in that quarter-final. Feels like a trip back in the 80s, doesn't it? It's a really interesting tie, but one you feel we should have the ability to get through. If you missed the last episode, we beat the Netherlands 3-0. It was so comfortable. They did not have a hope. Mexico, they have played some quite good football up to now. They've taken some big wins, but they have lost a match already in this World Cup. You see that we beat Saudi Arabia 5-0. There's no surprises there. Lost 1-0 to Argentina and then beat Poland 2-0, but only a 0-0 draw against Denmark and winning through on penalties there. So they're not the most amazing side in the world, I don't think. It's certainly one that we should be getting through. So I want to show you what the other results were, because there were some surprises in the last 16 in the matches that you didn't see. You can see Spain beat Croatia, Belgium beat Germany 3-2, and Brazil went out to Uruguay. Portugal, unsurprisingly, beating Serbia. Now, the quarterfinals, most of those have been played, or some of those have been played, and you can see less surprises here. Argentina winning against Ecuador and Spain beating Uruguay easily 5-1, which means Spain will be playing Argentina in the semi-finals. We are going to be playing the winner of Belgium and Portugal, so that's a real tough task. Both very good footballing sides, filled with stars, but in our way at the minute is the Mexican side. So I think first things first, let's try and get through that. And remember, Marcus Rashford will not be able to take part in this match because he is injured for 2 weeks. Okay, one change from the last match. We're keeping things quite consistent at the minute. I've decided to go with Phil Foden in the same role. I mean, maybe we play him as an advanced playmaker on attack, something like that. But it's Kane up top, Sterling, Foden and Saka across the midfield. I thought those three did very well. It's the first game that Sterling hasn't scored in. Bellingham and Henderson just behind them. Those two were excellent, so there's no reason to kick either of those out. And then Shaw, Stones, White and Alexander-Arnold across the back line. Shaw coming in for Ben Chilwell. Reason for that? Don't really have one. Ramsdale's coming out. I don't know. Ben Chilwell, he's played all right, but Luke Shaw came in. I thought he gave a couple of good performances, and he is one who can really bomb on. If we need to be more defensive, I think Chilwell will come back in, but we'll see how Luke Shaw does, and then we may have to change that halfway through, because I found last time those positions, the wing backs, were really tired quite early on. Right, let's go. Yeah, I think Bellingham's done really well. I thought we were going to be playing Rice, but Bellingham has come in. I think he's done excellently well. This is going to be tricky. I think potentially very tricky, certainly with balls like that. White, well, taking a risk there, but we've got hold of it. Alexander-Arnold down this right side. He has been awesome the whole World Cup so far. Saka, ball in. It's Kane. Another chance. Oh, he should have scored with one of those chances. Oh my. Well, that was as good a chance as we are going to see. And looks like Mexico are going to give us maybe more of a test than anyone else has so far. They're going to have a shot. Lorenzo, Rodriguez. We're trying desperately to push back on them. Doing well. They've got through us, and wow, Ramsdale gets down quickly and makes the save. So, decent shot from distance, and we could have conceded our first goal there. We should be 1-0 up though. Corner in, Tecatito. That is a stunning name. And look at the speed of Phil Foden. Nothing comes of it though. Well, another chance here potentially for Mexico, and again Ramsdale has to do well. He makes a good save. It looks like it was offside. Right, Okoye plays it long. And it looks like Mexico are actually playing some decent football here. We started really well, but struggling a little bit now to get out of our half. There you go, Sterling though. He's going to try and beat the whole team on his own, isn't he? Here's Bellingham, Henderson, Kane. Kane should have scored earlier on, and Saka misses another chance. Oh dear, are we going to regret some of these misses? The two absolute easy chances that we had, and we haven't scored them. And you know what that can mean sometimes. Here's Sterling now, down the left side. Inside, Phil Foden. Playing in a slightly different role. Bellingham. Foden. Bellingham. Foden. And, yeah, into Sterling on the run, and he couldn't control it. Is this better? Here's Saka. Into Alexander-Arnold. That's a long ball in. And not quite. Bellingham off the bar. I thought he was just going to pass it to his right. I thought there was a player in a better position, I felt there, but it's 0-0. Tight old game here. Managed to pick this up. That's well done. It may just be a single goal required here. Alexander-Arnold. I don't know, that ball looks a little bit ahead of him there. Saka. Some tired bodies already out there, but lovely ball over the top. Arnold, he has covered some ground already today, and Sterling scored. He has been magnificent all World Cup, and that is so important. 1-0. Well done, Raheem Sterling. Let's have a look at this one again. Henderson chips it over. They should have seen Arnold going there. Sterling, it was well left by by Harry Kane and Phil Foden, and Sterling must have called there and just positioned that beautifully, and we are 1-0 at half time. That is brilliant. Right, so it's been a tougher game today. We are in the lead, we're doing well, but we need to finish this one off. So, a couple of changes. Sancho and Grealish coming on for Foden and Saka. Yeah, some fresh legs needed up the top of the pitch. And here's Shaw. Here's Bellingham. Chips it in. Not quite. Henderson's got the ball. Alexander-Arnold. Go on, Henderson. Around the corner. Doesn't quite pick it up. Ooh, Herrera's got it. Is this going to be a bit of a... No! Thought they were going to break away, but here's Sterling. And is that a penalty? Kane said he's pushed. He could have been, you know. He'll be taking the penalty, won't he? It is a penalty awarded. I think we need to take one of Henderson or Bellingham off, and I think we might go with Declan Rice on the pitch if we score this one, and we do. So I might take Henderson on, bring Declan Rice on. Or Henderson off, bring Declan Rice on, just to shore up that midfield a little bit. A much more sort of destructive player. Right, 73 minutes on the clock. We still haven't conceded, but you feel today might be the day that could happen. Harry Kane is shattered. Really, we want to take him off, but and well, Tammy would be the man who would come on. I don't think there's anyone else actually. We've got Calvert-Lewin's actually on the bench, isn't he? So he could come on. Herrera. That's a lovely ball through. And there's a mistake at the back. We just let him go through, and Raul does what he needs to do there. And wow. It's 2-1, and we have conceded our first goal. So we've got a couple more changes that we could make. I'm not going to take Kane off just yet. But Stones is going to come off. We're going to bring Gomez on. A little bit more, some legs at the back. Right, Alexander-Arnold chips. That's got to be offside. Everyone was offside, surely. that looked like they ran. The whole team was offside, pretty much. Gotta be. No, it's disallowed. It was. I think the fact we actually only made one change there. Yeah, it's terrible. I think that was an error because we wanted to make the 2 changes. We might get an extra one if we go to injury time, but come on, cautious. Oh, here we go. Alvarez. Shaw's cleared it, but it's straight back to them. 5 minutes of injury time to play. We're just 1 goal ahead. Herrera's beaten his man. Beautiful ball there, but the Alexander-Arnold does well. He's had to play the full game. Bellingham, is he going to go for the through ball? It's Rice. Rice shoots. Oh my God, what are you doing that far forward? Stay back. Well, White's done all right. It surprised me a little bit. I didn't expect him to be like the pick of the centre-backs, but done well, haven't we? Just taking their time here. Arnold's into White. Nice ball into Kane. Jack Grealish. He's got a bit of space. That's a lovely ball in. And Kane finishes that off. And that looks like it was onside. That was really nicely put together, I thought. 3-1, folks. 3-1. Little chip over the top here. Grealish got the ball here. Just played it back to Alexander-Arnold. And there was 2 or 3 people who ran through into the space, but it was Kane who got onto it. And that wins us it, and we are into the semi-finals. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, it's looking damn good at the minute, isn't it? That was a harder game. That was tough. That was tough. We had a goal disallowed. We conceded a goal, and yeah, they had 1 or 2 decent chances, particularly in the first half. They matched us quite well, but I think we got away from them in the second half. Well done, England, though. Semi-finalists. So, into the semi-final. I'm not sure we know who we're playing yet. Well, in the end, it is Belgium who just about scrape past against Portugal. 119th minute goal from Dries Mertens. So we're going to be playing the likes of Lukaku and De Bruyne and all them lot. So was Cristiano playing? I mean, you presume he is not injured. I mean, he doesn't get injured, does he? There he is, 37, still leading the line. So yeah, this is going to be interesting, folks. This is going to be interesting. We've got a couple of days to rest. No, 4 days to rest, which is good. And then we have a semi-final to play, which is going to be a bit scary. We've scored 3 goals, at least 3 goals in every single match so far. So can we continue doing that? I suspect not. I think this would be a tighter game. But looking at it, I think this is probably the hardest match we're going to have to play at this point. And if we win through there, then we're playing either Argentina or Spain. And we'll be playing either Argentina or Spain anyway, even if we don't, because that will be the match no one cares about, 3rd and 4th place playoff. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm really looking forward to doing this semi-final against Belgium. Let me know what you think the score's going to be. Should I be moving things around a little bit more? Who would you put into the squad? Who would you put into the first 11? Who would you take out? Be interested to know what your decisions would have been under these circumstances. And yeah, fingers crossed we can go one step further. Anyway, folks, I enjoyed this. I hope you did too. If you did, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on the semi-final coming up, and I will see you very shortly. Goodbye.